What's happening, everybody? I am in the basement, the room that hopefully I'll be building sometime soon. But we have a bunch of pickups, so let's get to them right now. All right, so sit back, relax, enjoy your favorite beverage. I have one of mine. I'm gonna have a few beers tonight, and we are doing Sea Dog Blue Paw. It's a blueberry ale. This is a local beer, very good. One of my favorites, really. So I'll be pounding some of these bad boys. All right, so we are here in the basement. I have a lot of stuff, so let's get to it right now. So the first pickup that I have, I saw this on eBay. I gotta stay away from eBay, jeez. I wasn't gonna go for these, but I decided to. So they are cards. I haven't opened a pack of cards in a long time. And in the 80s, Garbage Pail Kids were a thing. I really got into them. So I was like, caught me in a weak moment, because there was a few boxes like this, and they had them for a really good price. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. We'll see what I get. And so I did get some. These are the 1986 Series 5, all chromed out. And the chromed out ones look really cool. Now I'm not gonna go for a full set, because with these smaller boxes, they don't have like big boxes of them, which would make it easier to get like a full set. With these smaller boxes, you're likely, honestly, gonna get a lot of doubles. But here we are, the chromed out Garbage Pail Kids. And it was fun opening packs of cards again. It's been a minute since I've opened packs of cards. But yeah, I'm not gonna take it any further than what I have already. Like I said, if they came in big boxes, then I probably would. But honestly, with these smaller ones, you're gonna spend a lot more money, and you're gonna end up with a lot of doubles. So that is probably gonna do it for me with the Garbage Pail Kids. But that's that. Okay, and so there is a collectible store which is near my work, which I didn't know that it was there. I just happened to go in that direction. I don't typically go in that direction, and I saw that and I was like, whoa, what's this? And so I got all excited. So I stopped in, and this place was great. The owner was really nice. It had cards of all sorts. Of course, you know, you get into Magic. A lot of people doing Magic. You get the Pokemon. Let's see. Also had action figures and had video games. I was really looking for Halo 3 for my older son, because we don't have that one yet for the 360. So I got looking through, and they had some Master System games. I was all excited. I had most of them, but one that I didn't have was Black Belt. Typically with the Master System, I like to get a complete copy, but you know, with a game that I don't have, and Master System's really hard to come by, and I love the Master System. This is a fun game. It's kind of like Kung Fu for the NES. Same style kind of gameplay. It's pretty basic, but it's a fun game. Especially if you're from that 8-bit era, you'll enjoy this game. So yes, Black Belt. So this next game, it was really kind of funny, because I bought this a couple weeks ago, and my cousin last week, the cousin that I talk about in the NES, my top NES games, I talk about like how we used to stay up late and beat games and play games. And he messaged me saying, oh, remember when we beat this game? And he showed me a screenshot of like basically the label, and oh, remember this and that. And it was so wild, because I'm like, dude, I bought this game last week. And it was a game that I actually owned at one point, but I ended up selling it or something like that along the way. And what game am I talking about? TMNT for the NES. And it was just really strange and really weird that he sent me that text a week after I bought the game. So it was it was really cool, and it's fun that he brings these things up as well. So, you know, It just doesn't feel like me reminiscing about, you know, being younger and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool thing with him bringing it up. So yeah, gotta catch my breath. All right, so this next pickup, and I'm trying to do these in order. This next pickup, Walmart. Actually, this is an older pickup. I'm not doing these in order at all. Don't listen to me. But anyway, regardless, one day in Walmart, I'm walking around. I'm gonna stop at the toy. I'll see what they got. Now, they didn't have any other Breath of the Wild figures, but they did have this one. So I had to pick it up. Being a big Legend of Zelda fan, especially the older games, I had to pick this one up because my man Link had to. This is a great game. I haven't beat it yet, honestly, but for the price too, it wasn't bad. It was like $10, so I did pick this up for the collection and to have Link. Oh yeah. So the next figure, I do have some vintage Star Wars figures. Really, they were for the boys, but the boys had stopped playing with them. And so I kind of displayed them. I'll show a picture. And this is really gonna go into display. I wasn't gonna pick this one up. Like, this is something I had seen before, but it was on high clearance at Target. You know, Target's doing their reset, or in the middle of their reset. They haven't really put up new product yet, but they're trying to get rid of the old stock and stuff like that. So we get the prototype Luke Skywalker, as you can see there, $4.49 clearance. I love the packaging. I don't know, I may keep the, I don't know if I will keep this or not. Probably just a figure, but yeah, nice backing and all that. But yeah, so they had the prototype Luke Skywalker, $4.49. I figured I'd pick that up and put him in with the Star Wars figures. All right, so I have a problem with these TMNT figures. I have TMNT figures, I have MOTU figures, and I have records still to go over. We're gonna go with the TMNT. Now, these first two, I bought them at separate times. I already have these figures. Oh, I have the vintage, but because these were available, I just could not help myself because these figures are $10, like at Walmart, $10. So I figured I'd pick them up. We have Bebop, and we have Rocksteady. Now with these, now I have all the weapons and everything like that that goes with the figures, which I didn't have before. So nice to have, glad to have them. But yeah, I couldn't help myself. Now this next one is an army builder. I figured, oh man, they have one in stock. Yeah. So I bought this actually today at Target, and that is another foot soldier. I'm sorry, that glare is not good, but like, not helping things out. But yeah, so army builder there, foot soldier. Now this next one, so really with the TMNT figures, it's two that I really wanted. I want April, and I wanted Krang in the android body. I figured Krang in the android body were going to be something that would be out of my reach because the vintage is like over $100 on eBay, and there's no way I'm gonna pay that, and I don't see him like out and about, so I figured I'm never gonna get a chance to do it. And the vintage one stands like 11 inches tall. Well, I saw this one on Amazon and Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth is a great company. This was $35 there, but you have to pay shipping. Amazon, it was $30 and free shipping. I love Entertainment Earth. I buy from there, and can't say enough good things about them. However, went with the Amazon because it was cheaper and this was available. We have Krang in the android body, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then so he has extra hands, has the weapons for hands there, and we have Krang here. So I am actually going to do an unboxing of this too, and I want to see this Krang, see how the size you know, matches up with the Playmate, because this is incredible, absolutely incredible. So this one does actually have 31 points of articulation, which is nice because the vintage one does not. And I really like the looks of this one. But yeah, I was stoked to find this. And I am actually going to do, like I said, an unboxing, and I'll do all the turtles and all the enemies with him, like kind of as a picture too, because yes, ooh, this was probably my favorite pickup of this pickup video. But yeah, Krang in the Android body, baby. Oh yeah. And before I continue, gotta wet the whistle. So these were on high clearance at Walmart, and I'm going to use these next two as army builders. I have a plan of what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the scene with, because I'm on to MOTU now, and where I'm going to have Castle Grayskull, but I'm going to have a landscape, and I'm going to do LED lights and have a background and all this stuff. But I'm going to use these two as like army builders as well, because these were on high clearance and they were cheap. They're just trying to get rid of stock. They're doing reset as well. And so I ended up picking up 2 Stratos. And I like Stratos. But yeah, gonna use those as army orders. And this next one, it was kind of like a FOMO kind of moment. Like I bought this on Amazon. It was a really good price. I was surprised how good of a price it was at. And this is one I haven't seen in stores. And so, like I said, FOMO kind of moment. And with the MOTU, I'm definitely going for the subset of mini comic characters. The only one I don't have is Prince Adam. I think he was one of the first Origin kind of figures. I do have kind of an idea though to kind of make one of the Origin He-Mans look like the mini comic Adam. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so what am I talking about? Mini comic Roboto. And he has like the heart there. And but yeah, Indy's orange. But really good looking figure. I really like that. I wonder if they're gonna do like a mini comic Merman, because there is a mini comic Merman that actually looks a lot different than Merman actually does. I know they did the Words of Power, but there actually is a Merman, if you read the mini comics, that is actually quite different than in color than the ones that we've had. But anyway, I digress once again. So this next pickup was a gift from one of my sister's co-workers, who's a toy collector. He found out that I like MOTU stuff and I collect MOTU toys. He actually gave my sister this to give to me. And I told her, I said, well, if he needs anything, to let me know, because I want to reciprocate, because this was very nice and generous and really not needed, but very much so appreciated. And that is Super 7's release of Skeletor and Panther. Now, if I remember correctly, this was the last set that Super 7 had released with the MOTU before Mattel took the license back. I have to check, but if that is certainly the case, then that makes this extra special. I'm going to keep this in the packaging. I'm not going to mess around with it and open it and all that. But it looks good in the package. The package is in really good condition, so I'm going to keep them the way it is. So that was very super nice, and hopefully I can reciprocate the kindness there. All right, so the last MOTU thing that I purchased was a Revelations figure. I didn't know that I was getting this in the mail until it came in the mail, and then I got the email saying that it arrived. Now, the Revelations cartoon, I actually like the first one more than I like the second one. And this was a character that I don't really care for. actually in the Revelations, this is the Dark Evil Lynn. I thought the character, it was kind of weird and how it was presented and all that to me, just to me, my opinion. You can have yours, it's okay. But when I heard that they were coming out with a figure, Mattel Creations, I'm like, ooh, that would be a badass figure to go along with Skeletor God. It would be cool. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of the character Dark Evil Lynn in the Revelations cartoon because of what all went on with her character. I do like how they added depth to Evil Lynn's character though, doing the backstory and all that. One reason why Keldor before he became Skeletor is one of my favorite characters from the 2000X series, because when you give characters that much story and that much depth, it just adds to their character. So this is Dark Evil Lynn. So it came in a box like this, kind of like a Super 7 style kind of box, where it's more cardboard. If it was white, then it would be more like a Matty Collector type thing, but it's more like a Super 7. So you get a box within a box. Really good artwork, as always, with these really exclusives. So yeah, and this one too. This one you'd really want to buy because the price point, and like I said, it's she was pretty beastly looking. Like she's pretty badass in the cartoon, and so definitely a figure you really want. I really like it. I was in for it all day. So when I heard that this was coming out, and then have that looks nice. And here we are with Dark Lynn, or Dark Lynn. So that's what they're calling her. So there she is. I'll do a proper unboxing here. But I like this. This is like the really kind of plasticless packaging, which I actually kind of like, because like the extra hands and the flames and stuff like that go to the hands are in this little box here, which is cool. And has a cape, but I'll have to do a proper unboxing of her there. But yeah, happy that she came through the door here, and I keep saying that I'm done with these figures, and but like recently Mattel Creations came out with he's Skeletor, the most powerful Keldor in the Masterverse, or multiverse, I think it is. And so they've already shipped out, and mine's been shipped out. I'm waiting for it. It's a Keldor figure, so I was like, I'm gonna pick it up. Keldor would be my favorite character in MOTU, Skeletor. So I did end up picking him up, and I'll do a unboxing of him as well. But yeah, I have really what I need for MOTU. So I gotta pump the brakes here. But a lot of good stuff. I didn't realize how much within the last month of what I have accumulated here. But yeah, so the next thing, and last but certainly not least, records. So one of my aunts had texted me, and this has been a few weeks now, saying, asked if I had a record player, and I said, yep. She's like, yeah, well, I'm getting rid of my records. I'm gonna sell them, get rid of them. I don't listen to them at all. If you want, you can come and take as many and whatever you want. So I was like, ooh, okay, cool. I didn't realize how many she had, because when I've been over there, she has never had them really out and displayed and all that. Yeah, she had 3 totes of records, and she was in the service, and she lived in Europe, and she said she would go to record stores. And I actually have some kind of cool, like different records that were different than the US versions, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, she said she would go to the record store and buy just like a bunch of records to listen to back at her place, because she didn't live on base. And so I ended up with a tote and a half full of records. The cool thing is with my whole record collection, it means a lot to me, because it pretty much all came from family. if I had to say, I probably bought a dozen records on my own. Otherwise, it's all from family members, and it's all music that I grew up listening to, and a lot of it with them, honestly. So it means a lot. So a lot of what I picked up was to fill in holes. She had a lot of Queen, which I didn't have. I had a re-release of the greatest hits, but she had the original, so I did pick that up. Kiss Alive, I didn't have that. That was like I think one of the only Kiss albums. Oh no, The Elder too. I did pick up The Elder because that was just a concept album that did not work with Kiss. But yeah, I did pick that one. Let's see, Quiet Riot, Mental Health, like that was one that I listened to with the cousin that I used to play video games with. We would listen to that at his house all the time. To have that in the collection, I didn't think I would be able to find that, and that was awesome. Also, she had my favorite Iron Maiden album, that is Power Slave. I used to have that cassette as a teenager. I played that thing out. I love that album. Trying to think of what else, because there's a lot of good stuff. Like, I thought I had a lot of Judas Priest. She filled in some holes there with what I didn't have. There's a compilation of old metal stuff like Samson. If you know the band Accept, they did a song Balls to the Wall. They're on there. Metallica's Whiplash, which was 1983. And so this vinyl is 1984 actually. But really cool. A lot of good stuff. AC/DC, Highway to Hell, Back in Black. Really good stuff. So yeah. Oh, and a lot of other albums as well. Really, really good stuff. All Thriller, no filler here. Like, in terms of like my record collection, I love to have it. Like, she had Wasp. I grabbed the Wasp album. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Let's cheers to the pickups, because a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. So yeah, what did you guys pick up recently? I hope you had as much luck as I did. But yeah. So until next time, cheers, my friends. See you, Bob.